Hi, I'm Ken Edwards.
And I'm Dane Rakestraw. We're with Keystone Steel and Wire, manufacturers of Red Brand agricultural fence products.
We're here today to talk about properly setting your fence posts.
There are many variables to consider when setting fence posts, and we'll discuss them in the course of this video. After you've built your brace assembly, it's time to set your post. There are many variables to consider when setting posts. Animal type, animal pressure, terrain, type of fence being installed, and type of post should all be considered before you set your posts. One of the first things you want to do is pull a side string from brace assembly to brace assembly. This will make sure your fence line is straight. For this application, we elected to use 8 feet post spacing. To find out what post spacing we recommend for your project, log on to redbrand.com and select our post spacing application under fence installation.
For equal spacing throughout your project, measure the last 100 feet and divide equally to best match your desired spacing.
This illustration will help demonstrate. After you've marked your locations, for wood posts, manually dig or auger your holes to the desired depth.
Drop the post in the pre-dug holes, placing the large end into the ground.
We've elected to use 6.5 foot by 4-inch wood posts for our application. And to maximize post usage, we've pre-dug our holes to 24 to 26 inches.
Yeah, about 24 to 26 inches.
You'll need to drive a nail in the corner brace just to establish the top sight line.
To establish post height, use a pre-marked tamping stick along with a top sight line shown here. Since the ground's not always level, you're going to have humps and valleys, and this actually identifies those hills and valleys along your fence row. If you find non-desired clearance, you may need to shorten your distance and recheck.
So what we did is we found too big of a valley, so we had to come a little bit closer and recheck the fence line to make sure we've got the desired height we're looking for.
If the clearance is appropriate, then set the post at the checked height.
Make sure the post is set firm and level, referencing the guide string on the side.
Make sure that you just put a little dirt in each time and tamp firmly. A lot of times the mistake will be made that you put a lot of dirt into the hole and then you never get the post set firmly.
Next, drive a nail on the corner of the post to set your sight line. This is so you can get your heights correct. You're going to set all your posts to that string height for that stretch. Establish clearance for the next section as demonstrated previously, because we're recommending not cutting the tops of your fence posts. We're setting these fence posts to height.
As seen here, after all the posts have been set, consistent height and a straight fence line. The same technique can be used when setting steel posts. Use a small level before and after driving the post. Here you want to make sure that the post is facing the proper direction for the wire to be applied to. Make sure that you check the height of your post.
In place of a nail, use a glove or cloth to affix the top guide string to the post.
Set the remainder of your post level in that section using the top and side guide string. Here again, you're watching the top string for height. Checking it. Here this post needs just a little bit more. It checks in pretty good. And we have a level post. Same thing here. Checking the strings. Drive the post. Top string already has the established height needed. Checking as we go along.
After driving the last post, move on to the next section. The posts are now ready for wire installation.
We hope that the techniques that we showed you today are beneficial in your fence construction project.
The tools we used today can be found at your local ag supply store or on our website. Also, for a list of local Red Brand dealers, log on to redbrand.com.